Oh, hello. Would you look at that? The London games have rolled round already. I can't wait to get to Wembley and just start jagging off when they play the Atlanta Falcons. I love going to the Wembley games. The international series, absolutely fantastic. Go every year. Some of my favourite days out of the year. So I am absolutely buzzing with excitement. Also, week 4 of NFL Fantasy is here. We're already what is it, like a quarter of the way through the season? It's a very short season, so just enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Things are heating up in the old Orion Bowl. So let's take a look at what happened in week 3 with my Orion Bowl Quest for the Ring. It's a Lord of the Rings parody of who did what. You'll get the gist. Anyway. my Aragorn Morgenstern, Victor Morgenstern, or whatever his name is, Mortenstern, something like that, either way. He's, the baddest guy on the battlefield. The baddest guy on the battlefield last week, Devontae Adams, good lord. He just charged his way through that limp Steelers D, dropping 29 points on the team with no Namath B team, the team with no Sheamuth. And yeah, to tell you what, it was another very impressive win for the Harlots, the 3-time champions of the league. Just they're looking good. Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. Ugh, it's sickening. 3-0 as well. 3-0. Doesn't look like that's going to be changing. Then you've got Frodo, Best Carrier Award goes to Zach Moss on the Baltimore Ravens. He's just had it's been all about him really in the Colts run game. There is no one else for the time being until Jonathan Taylor comes back, who is on the Baltimore bench. So that's going to present some difficult decisions when he becomes active. I'm going to have to check and just see how active he's going to be. Look, how active are we talking here, Jonathan Taylor? Because look, Jonathan Taylor's elite, obviously. But is he an instant play? I don't know. Either way, managed to get the Baltimore Ravens an unexpected win over the best team in the league, the Dallas Trey Gorillas. I still maintain that Dallas Trey Gorillas have the best lineup in the league by far. Best bench in the league, it definitely goes to the coach's sons though. When you look at, I'll go more into that later, but when you look at who is on the coach's son's bench, it's disgusting, honestly. And then you've got Gandalf, the Magic Man, Raheem Mostert, 38 points. Anytime any player puts up like 38 points, some sort of sorcery is involved. So he gets the Gandalf Award this week. He managed to take Baby Got Dak to a win over the Arizona Tits. The Arizona Tits didn't do badly. They put up 99 points, which isn't terrible. But look, if you're playing a team where the running back has put up just shy of 40, you probably ain't winning that matchup. So unlucky for the Tits. They slipped to 0-3 on the season, which isn't welcome to Fantasy NFL. But although with some trading, he's actually got one of the and some waiver wire action. He's got one of the scariest 1-2 running back combinations in the league now, because he's got Jerome Ford and he's managed to sneak in that chain guy from the Miami Dolphins. So that is a 1-2. The Arizona Tits could be turning this one around. Don't call it a comeback. Then you've got the Legolas Best Shooter Award going to the best shooting QB of the week. Has to go to Herbert here. He just did really well. He took the Suns to another half-fought victory over the Legion of Toilet. And then you've got the Gollum Who Wants It the Most Award. The Gollum Award goes to D. Bow Bow. Deal Bow Bow. Beautiful. Yeah, he's going to be going Deebo Samuel is who I'm talking about, in case that wasn't blindingly obvious. Yeah, he's just he wanted the ball so much, he was just literally just throw it to him, throw it anywhere near him. He was heaving that ball in. Took the Indianapolis Colts, to a win over the team with no Namath. So the team with no Namath goes to 2-1 as well, just like the rest of us. And then you've got the Liv Tyler, why did you even bother turning up? Award goes to the Jags D, -4. Woof, that's not good. I mean, did they even show up? Doesn't look like they did. Let's hope their D is harder and more impressive when they come to London. I like seeing a nice hard D that's just pounding in. That's what you want. Anyway, the sweet D of the week for week 3 definitely goes to the Cleveland Browns, who were instrumental in the Baltimore Ravens' efforts getting the win over the best team in the league. So, now let's move on to what's happening in week 4. So, first matchup we're going to look at is the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Coach's Sons. So, I've already played La Puerta. I call him La Puerta because he's just like a door, open quite a lot of the time. Because La Puerta is Spanish for door, you see. And when a wide receiver's open, they catch an example of some of the fun you can have with wordplay. Anyway, La Puerta, he did okay. Look, 56 reception. Like he did have a couple of good receptions, to be fair. So 5.6 from a tight end when he hasn't had a touchdown. That's not bad, actually. Look, tight end position, unless you've got Travis Kelce, really, you just want somebody who's not going to give you snake eyes. So he put up 5 points. That's perfectly fine. Let's have a look at the other matchups. So you've got Josh Allen taking on Herbert. That's going to be close. That's a toss-up, honestly. Coin toss in that one. Zach Moss versus Christian McCaffrey. As good as Zach Moss has been, I don't think he's going to be beating the great white hype Christian McCaffrey. That's just not going to happen. McCaffrey's on 356 rushing yards for the season so far. Absolutely insane. Travis Etienne taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, their run defense is really good, so he's not going to put up as many points as Williams in that one. But I do have a feeling that I've got a wide receiver who's going to beat out Mike Evans this week. I think he outscores Mike Evans purely because it's a comeback game. Like Thielen is the number 1 wide receiver in that offense. It's a revenge game against his old club, Minnesota. Minnesota have a woeful secondary that is just being exploited left, right and centre by elite wide receivers. And Adam Thielen, he is an elite level pass catcher. I've got a feeling that he's going to be having a good old time. Oh, what a feeling when I'll be dancing on the Coach's Sons. Dun, dun. Oh, what... Well, probably not, but at least I think I'll win that matchup at the very least. Then you've got Michael Pittman. He's the number 1 in Indianapolis by a long way. I still think he didn't have a big game last week. I think against LA, he gets more opportunities. Jamar Chase against Tennessee. I like Pittman for that one, honestly. La Puerta. Look, Ingram might not even outscore 5.6. I think that's a bit of a toss-up as well. Olave, I like him to beat out Swift. Tucker to beat out Gray. And the Browns D... probably isn't going to put up as many points as the 49ers D. Honestly, it's a coin toss, but you know what scares me is the fact that the Suns bench is better than most starting lineups. Look at it. He's got Michael Thomas, Kareem Hunt, Terry McLaurin, Waddle, Devontae Smith, and Gibbs. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, look, just because I've got a good feeling, I'm going to pick myself to win. Purely because I just think that Thielen is going to be the difference maker. He's going to pop off people because I've got to commit to that pick. I have to commit to it because my opponent, the Coach's Sons, told me that it was a trash move. It was a trash move. Well, I'll show you a trash move, buddy. You watch Adam Thielen dancing on the ceiling all the way to a victory for the Baltimore Ravens. But it's going to be a close one. Honestly, the Coach's Sons have such a bloody good team. It's just going to be tough. Dan Stray Gorillas taking on the Indianapolis Colts. So we've got Mahomes versus Hurts. I'll take Mahomes in that one. Pollard versus Henry. Pollard probably. Breece Hall versus Stevenson. Stevenson all day. Collins versus Godwin. Probably Godwin. Pickens versus Samuel. Deebo Samuel, if he plays, is going to win out that matchup. Hurst versus Kmet. King Kmet all the way. Flowers versus Najee Harris. Najee Harris has got to have a good game some point, sooner or later, right? Good a time as any. You've got Carlson versus Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass, the big Bass, he's just... I love him as a kicker. He put up 15 points last week. He's just phenomenal. He wins that one hands down. And then you've got the Eagles versus the Jets defense. The Jets defense against Kansas City. That's going to be a tough one. I think the Eagles probably win that one out. I think the Colts edge it on paper, but Oh, no. The Gorillas are the best team in the league. They're the champions in waiting. But I'm still going to go with the Indianapolis Colts just because looking at the matchups, I feel like they've got slightly better ones. There you got the Legion of Toilets taking on the San Diego Harlot, the 3-time champs. Tua versus Justin Fields. What did Love put up? Love put up 17 points on the Harlots bench. Fields has been a bit hit and miss. I think I'll go Tua in that one. Tua's just been absolutely on fire. I don't think I'm crazy in saying that. Mixon versus Connor. I think that probably Mixon should win that one out. Although Connor's been very, very good, honestly. Aaron Jones, I don't think it's going to take much for Khalil Herbert to beat the score that Jones put up, a paltry 1.4, which is just awful. So I'm going to take Herbert in that one. Amari Cooper versus Devontae Adams all day. Amon-Ra St. Brown versus Tyreek Hill all day. Dawson Knox versus Parham. That's a bit of out of left field. Knox hasn't done very much either. Coin toss. Montgomery did 32 points. I don't think Kenneth Walker is going to match that. Joseph versus Moody. I don't know. I think that the San Francisco Minnesota are probably going to kick more field goals. I'm going to go with Joseph on that one. And the Seahawks D taking on the Cowboys D. So the Seahawks have got the Giants. Cowboys have got New England. I'm going to go Seahawks there because the Giants have been woeful. They just don't look after the ball very well at all. So I feel like the Seahawks could exploit that one. I've lost track of who I was picking, but I think that the Harlots are probably going to take that one. It looks like a big score for Mixon. They put up 45.10 already, but they're only averaging about 15 points, but like they've done, that's actually an average score. They've done okay. Not great. The team with no Namath taking on Baby Got Dak, or Baby dropped Dak. Baby got rid of Dak. Did you see that? He traded Dak Prescott away. Baby got Dak traded away. Dak Prescott. Huge news. Unbelievable. You love to see those trades though. Dak does the most incredible trades. It's hilarious. I can't wait to see what the next one is, honestly. So there you got Russell Wilson taking on Lamar Jackson. On current form, it's got lean towards Wilson. No, what am I saying? Trusting the Denver Broncos? No, Lamar Jackson. No, sorry, I was kidding. I was just trolling you there for a second there, Namath. You thought that I'd picked your starting quarterback, didn't you? No, I'm not. Trusting the Denver Broncos. Oh, no, heavens no. Justin Jacobs versus Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert trounces that. Damian Pierce taking on Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson, like Dijon, yeah. So I think Robinson probably outscores that. T. Higgins versus Justin Jefferson. Jefferson takes that. CD Lamb versus Garrett Wilson. I think that it depends. Garrett Wilson has still been putting up numbers, so I'll lean towards Garrett Wilson there. Hockenson versus Kittle. Hockenson's been on fire. I think I'd lean towards Hockenson in that one. Brown versus Kamara. Kamara's first game back. We don't know what he's really going to do. I'll probably lean towards Brown in that one. Elliott versus McManus. I just like McManus. Plus, he's the kicker for the Jags. I'll be watching him live, so I'm going to pick McManus in that one. Bengals D taking on Tennessee against the Steelers D against Houston. The Steelers have been getting pounded, but actually, and the Houston offense is better than everyone gave it credit for. So I would have to take the Bengals D in that one because Tennessee haven't looked after the ball very well at all. That being said, there's too many danger players from Baby Got Dak for me to pick the team with no Namath here. I'm taking Baby Got Dak to get the win. And then, last but not least, we have got the team with no Shamuth taking on the Arizona Tits. Both of the new teams taking each other on. I believe they are both sitting at 0-3. Someone's O has got to go. Someone's going to have a win here this week. They have to. Unless wouldn't be hilarious if it ended in a tie. Wouldn't that be funny? Come on now. Anyway. Terry Lawrence taking on Kirk Cousins. I like Kirk Cousins in that. James Cook versus Rashad White. Cook probably. There you got the other Robinson for Washington against Achane. Achane is just on fire, so you've got to go with Achane there. Keenan Allen versus Diggs. I think Diggs, honestly. Metcalf versus Atwell. If Metcalf plays, I think Metcalf gets that one. Travis Kelce versus Andrews. Andrews has not been too impressive this season, unfortunately, for the Arizona Tits. So Kelce probably sneaks that one. Calvin Ridley versus Ford. I think Ford all day. He is the run game in Cleveland now. Patterson's done a good job there with getting 10. Packers D really let him down with 3. So I think the Bills will put up more than 3. And Butker could easily put up more points than that when, because the Kansas City Chiefs are playing. They're playing the Jets. So for me, that is a clear win for the Arizona Tits. The Arizona Tits are going to beat the team with no Sheamus, the team with no Namath B team. And that's all the matchups this week. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll see a few of you at the Wembley game on Sunday. I'm really looking forward to it. And we'll hopefully try and meet up for a beer or something. I'm looking forward to getting a nice trucker's sausage in the morning and, to fill me up for the day. You want to get filled up with a nice trucker's sausage in a truck stop somewhere before you get on the train for a big day out. It's always the way to go. A couple of train beers. I'm so looking forward to it.